Okay, peoples, finally loaded. Took it long enough. This is obviously my army, Fall of the Samurai army versus a Fall of the Samurai army. Okay. Well, let me see, what all do we have? Obviously we do have 2 units of Zero Dragon Force, obviously for the Shogun. And then we have apparently 1 unit of katanas, 2 spear levy, and matchlock kachi, as well as a group of yarikai. My opponent has 1. So far, 1 unit of white bear. His journal's name is Gurner. Okay, yeah, that's a new one on me. He's got 1 unit of yarikai, some red bears, opposed to white bears, and 2 units of red bears. Ginger. I have not even messed with naming my veterans yet. Figures. German Eagle, I'm bringing you some more Shogun 2 Fall of the Samurai multiplayer campaign. This is at Jinko Koda Valley. I'm facing Rivishaw 1. So, yeah, it's one of the newer maps, and I'm going to stop recording here, and I'll see you on the battlefield. Alright guys, well, here's the battlefield. Let's take a look at my army first. I have 2 units of spear levy, 2 units of Azure Dragon Force, of course, for the Shogun. There he is. 1 unit of Katana Kachi, 1 Matchlock Kachi, and 1 Yarikai. And here's Rivershaw's army. He has Journal's Bodyguard of Gru, I think. His army just disappeared, so we'll come back to that in a sec. There is a morale shrine, and there is a farmhouse. So neither of them, well, that one definitely, but this one really wasn't much help to either sides. Anyway, alright, here's the rest of his army. He's got 1 unit of Yarikai. He's got 1 white bear infantry. He has some Yari Kachi. He's got 2 units of red bear infantry. Ginger. That's a good name. Let's see. Anyway, we're lining up here, getting ready to go into the fight. I was trying to capture both of the territories, but my guys started getting shot up here. Like, no thank you, not from our Azure Dragons. I was successful at capturing the farmhouse, and my Yarikai are up here on the hill, waiting for a good moment to strike. Excuse me. Anyway guys, sorry if I seem a little hyper today. We had Shattered Shattered Dreams program at our school. If you don't know what that is basically a mock car crash, drunk driving car crash. Ours was definitely interesting. I definitely do congratulate all of those that were part of it, and hopefully that'll help some kids not have to think about doing it. Anyway, our Yarikai, well, my Yarikai, decided to come over this hill as we're thinking about chasing somebody off. I did see their Yarikai, and I send this unit of katanas up with this matchlock to try to hold them off. Sorry. My Yorikai are darting off here. We're going to try to draw as much of these guys away as possible, which we are successful of deluding their attention. Here comes my katanas, and as you can see, their units of Yorikai, Ravenshaw's units of Yorikai are coming up, but we are planning to meet him head on. The spear levy are then sent forward. My Azirs are supposedly starting to fire. My spear levy come running for his. We're going to try to catch these guys off as best as possible. And then I send my Yorikai, send them up, but I was scared off by his Yorikai. I have spear levies, he has Yorikai, so. And not to mention he's got his red bears and white bears. Yes, his cavalry did get scared off by my katanas, so we reforged that. I pulled my spear levies back as well as my Yorikai. Pulled them off in the trees to try to wait. I do end up taking both the shrine and the farmhouse. And then I see him moving up his Yorikai to try to do a flanking attack on my general, so I send my spear levy over here. Yeah. Then I think, yeah, I do transfer these guys around. I should be pulling my general forward. Whoa! Good shots over my general. I end up scaring his Yorikai off, which is always cool. But then we are faced with his actual army up on this hill. So we are just waiting. But the Shattered Dreams thing was pretty cool. It was definitely a little interesting. It's pretty cool. I sent my Yorikai and a whole thing for a charge on his red bears to try to weaken some of them. And we are successful, and then he brings his spear levy down. I pull my Yorikai out, only losing so far 3 men. Yeah, I only lost 3 men. Then the firefight starts up, and then I lose a few more of them right there, so now they're down to 49. I sent my matchlocks and katanas in for a charge, pulling up the Azure Dragon Force to start getting some shots off. I leave this unit of spear levies in case that group of cavalry decides to come back. And then I send the Yorikai back into action, along with an additional unit of spear levy to break his Yorikai. His white bears are just getting shredded by musket fire. 97, so they're pretty well down. His Yorikai are then turned back, or at least they're starting to waver. They should be turned back pretty soon. These pretty close encounters with death. He pops, either I pop something, or I do pop a rally on my troops, so I spend that unit of spear levy up to try to finish off his white bears from preventing any more of my Azirs dying. My melee units of katanas and spears are pushing up into his line of red bear infantry. The matchlock Kachis are holding a good bit of fire of their own. My general for the Shogun then charges the remains of his white bears, easily cuts them down. And I save that unit of spears, and then he sends his Yorikai down. I pull my cavalry out to send my spears in, as well as with the Azia Dragon Force. But then he charges his men in, and I pull back all my cavalry back to try to save my Azirs. And then over here, as you can tell, some of my spears are routed, but my swords and his Red Bears are in a heated battle. One of my Azirs starts to think about routing. The Yarikai are caught by my general and other units of Yarikai. Oh no, there's my general. So we crash into his general and we fight. His Yarikai now are broken, so we are now free to pull them up. His spears do crowd into my general, but they are being cut down by the Azirs. We send our remaining Yarikai into his Red Bears, as well as the Matchlock Kachi. Yes, my general does route. I think he's killed. Well, not killed, but at least hurt.
His wounds are severe, but your general will live.
Yes, he does live. We do lose our general, but oh well, that's life. The Yarikai and Matchlock Kachi, basically everybody's coming in for a melee attack, since we are overwhelming his forces here. The Azirs take on the Spear Levy. His Red Bears rout. Well, really, now they have. And now we push on to victory. So that was match 1 for this episode. Of course, that is actually match 5 for mine. So I will now show y'all the results in a sec. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, here are the battle results. I deployed 930, he deployed 840. I lost 619, he lost 687. I killed 72. He killed 598. It was 9 minutes long. Let's look at the unit statistics. Kill-wise, my Yarikai my Katana Kachis, as usual, always get the higher killing rate. I actually gained a veteran out of them, so that was cool. My Azirs also did a good deal of killing. That one got 101. They got 100. They got 98. My Yarikai delivered 106, so they were definitely a crucial unit. And then my Azirs gained level 2 veterancy and for 101 kills. My general did do some killing. He killed 48 men. And my Spear Levies and Matchlocks did do pretty good for themselves. This unit of Spear Levies killed 36, but that was okay. For the enemy, Ravenshaw pretty much speaks for itself. His White Bears got the most of my kills, and then his Red Bears, his Ginger got 118. So, and then his Blondes got 114. So, good game to Ravenshaw. It is definitely enjoyable. So, we'll go on to the next one. So, I will see you guys in a sec. Ridge Pass. This is me versus Elysee. So this is a newer map as well. This was definitely a fun battle. I remember fighting this one, and it was rather interesting. Anyway guys, I will stop recording here and see you in a sec. Okay guys, here's this battle. I have, of course, my general. I have a grand total of 2 Yarikai units. I think this was on high funds. 2 Spear Levy, 2 Azira Dragon Force, 2 Matchlocks, 2 Bow, 2 White Tigers, 2 Katana Kachis, unless I've already said that. No, I have not. And a unit of Red Bears. So, I forgot I had these guys. So that was pretty cool. Alright, enemy army. The enemy army consists of mainly... Let me put it in pause so I can count. 1, 2... 4 units of bow cavalry, and the rest are either is a contingency of Yari Cav, Takeda Fire Cav, and Warrior Monks. So they're riding in for me. My men start opening fire, obviously having to fall back. My men start holding the ground. I did not know this was such a rush army, so I kind of had to act very quickly. My general has to get thrown into the fight. My katanas have to hold their own. So basically everybody ended up having to hold their own really, really quickly. Spear levies obviously did an excellent job. Yarikai had not been told to get into the fight yet. Obviously some of the Azir Dragon Force and additional units were not affected by the cavalry charge, so they ended up fighting for their own. Like these White Tigers, they had chances to do some flanking shots, so they did take them. The Katanas, they did very well. Here is his general fighting my Katanas. Right, there's the enemy general right there. Let's see who takes him down.
Victory is assured, sir.
Oh, one of my guys just got decapitated. Needless to say, he does die. Yep, he just died. So yeah, that was a general rush army for you. Yarikai did get in the fight, so it was very much of a attack and hope to hold off situation. So that was that battle, so I will see you in a sec for the battle results. Okay guys, here's the battle screen. I deployed 1,860, he deployed 750. I lost 426, he lost 645, I killed 641, killed 418. Here's the battle results. Out of that entire mess, looks like my Yari's Kai actually got the most kills out of that one. That was definitely a good rush army, but still, you have to be careful because if you're bringing nothing but cav, you always have to throw into the effect that your opponent will always bring spears. And he may always bring spears because, you know, that may be your opponent. And then, of course, if the opponent's paying attention, he will obviously tell his men to stop and start shooting. Yes, here was Elisi. Sorry if I'm mispronounced your name. His Yarikav apparently got the most kills. Some of these guys didn't even get one kill. So yeah, that's that battle. And I have one more for y'all because I know I haven't done one of these multiplayer battles in a while, or multiplayer thingies. Let's see, a good one. Let me give you a siege one that I just got through recently playing. Where's that siege? Okay, here we are. We'll do this one. This one I just got recently through doing, and I thought it was pretty good one. This is Ibura Castle. This was against me and Pissa. I'm afraid I mispronounced that, but oh well. Basically, I did not know that this was a defense battle. I just kind of went into it, and I just so happened to be bringing the right units. So, anyway guys, I will see you in a sec. Okay guys, this was the defensive battle I just got through playing. This one I ended up getting really lucky. I brought these wooden cannons because I thought I was the one that was going to be attacking. So yeah, just so happens the opponent was bringing them. And the wooden cannons I was not even planning to bring. It just so happened that I had enough money only for these guys left. That's what you call ironic. My army composed of one Azir Dragon Force, one Black Tortoise formation, and one unit of Red Bear Infantry, as well as some Katana Kachi, 1 unit of Katana Kai, and of course for the Shogun, his men got a nice bit of yellow thrown to their touch. The opponent's army consisted of 2 units of katanas, the other one's over there. 3 units of katanas, I didn't notice that. 1 unit of white bear infantry, 1 wooden cannon, 3 units of bows, Yarikai, 2 units of Yarikai, no, yeah, 1. 2 units of white bears, 3 units of white bears, 1 red bear, his general footy mental, something like that. And then here are the archers and some katanas. Excuse me. And when I saw this, I'm like, oh crap, this is not going to go well. So I just so happened to change targets on my wooden cannons quite often. He was aiming for this guy. He should soon be aiming for... Yep, there he is. Oh, no, that's going over there. He should be aiming... yes, he is. He's aiming for this clump of units right here. And he did kill 1 Yarikai. Bad day for him. Blood! Alright, my archery towers, which I'm not exactly sure they were archery towers, to tell you the truth, because they sounded more like cannon towers. So these katanas started coming up. My matchlocks, as you can tell, are getting shredded. So I decided to pull them back. I sent the katanas up to counter-effect their katanas. My archer tower should be firing flame arrows unless it's already finished. Okay. The reason I say this is because if you watch the archery tower, it kind of gives you that boom, like boom. I don't know, it could have been an archer tower. Maybe I just don't know. Maybe I'm paranoid. So yeah, here starts a lot of the fighting between my katanas and his katanas. There's a very close battle over here. Somebody just lost a head. And it's kind of hard to tell whose is who because we both have black lawns. Obviously mine is got supposed to have. Oh, maybe you just can't see it. I guess you can't see it. Well, I did have something else there, but I don't know what it was. Anyway, but both of ours were black, so it was hard to tell whose was who. Our guys are obviously fighting to the death. And we have routed that side, so then we reshuffle to this side to fight off his remaining Tanakachis. And also my my matchlocks start opening fire. Over here, he sends a group of white bears to try to attack up here, but as you can tell, it's not going too well.
Your men are running, sir.
He does open up flame arrows. My Katana Kachis do rout from the battle. They're not shattered, they just rout. So these guys obviously get some pretty good shots poured on by the matchlocks. The white bears, as you can tell, have already routed. He sends these units of Katana Kachi and Bow Kachis to try to attack this wall. And I don't know why he sent his cavalry across. No, that's not his cavalry, that's just his Yarikai. They get shredded, pretty much. He sends this unit of white bear infantry, which I don't know what he was thinking. He sends it up against my red bear infantry.
Reports have it that your tower is in enemy hands.
They're pretty well losing. Matchlocks were successful in routing those Katanakachis. These white bear infantry then make it up. These white bears should be rerouting pretty soon. His Katanakachis do route as they are poured fire from the Zero Dragon Force. Because of the wall, a lot of them do avoid arrow desecration. But a lot of his Katanakachis do get killed. Over here, his bow kachis are starting to get hit with my guys. Over here now, my katanas do come back from routing, so they now charge into the white bear infantry, as it should. These matchlocks are obviously pouring fire on. My general has come by to try to help inspire morale. There's a firefight going on here. My katanas do come from the back, and they start cutting these guys down, and they rout. Oh. Oops, that one's cool. Somebody lost their hair. And his white bears do rout. I retake that tower. Move my matchlocks to over here. This group of white bears are
an enemy tower is
almost
yours,
gone.
General.
My guys now do pull back because they're tired of getting shot by their bokachis. And I start pulling a lot of my infantry back to the third inner defenses because I want his bows to come close. As you can tell, his general is showing up to try to scale my walls. And then I see him doing what I wanted him to do, so I sent these Zero Dragons back to refortify the walls. My my black tortoise do get fired by his white bears. They should turn around. Yes, they have turned around, and they should start opening fire. Yes, they should. Over here, the bokachis are now scaling the walls, and they're about to meet me. A lot of my guys are starting to shoot, so they'll break pretty quickly.
Sir, your general is under attack.
So, yeah. Here's the enemy general. He's trying to make a valiant attempt to shoot at us with his pistols and etc. But I have red bears that are opening fire on him. As you can tell, a couple of them are dying, just kind of laying around. Here comes his general trying to run up and lead his men in a valiant charge, but at last it is not to be, as he runs for his dear life. And that is the end of the battle, because with his general rout, he pretty much gets scared off. His bows that are over here rout and are desecrated. His white bears that were here fall back. His general is scared to death, and these guys get scared pretty much to death by the arrow tower and the katanas that are just hanging around. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed that, so I will see you in a sec. Of course, here's my general with a nice bit of yellow in his nice uniform, discarding the wooden cannons, seeing what's all going on. So guys, I will see you in a sec. Okay guys, well, I deployed 750, he deployed 1,374. Yes, I was outnumbered. I lost 326, he lost 1,066. That's actually an important date right there, in England for the, Great Britannia wars. I killed 812, he killed 308. Battle lasted about 9 minutes 18 seconds. Let's see, my guys, my red bears and black tortoise men, they got the most kills. My Azure Dragon Force and my Katana Kachis came in second. Matchlocks came in third. Wooden Cannons came in fourth, and my General came at fifth. So he did nothing. He got no kills. G-Piss. Okay. Would not want that for my name. But alright. His General killed 3. But a lot of his guys, more or less, didn't do much. As you can see, nobody got beyond 50. So, no. Okay, no, I take it back. His Katanas did. Alright, then nobody got beyond 65. 64. Bleh. But yeah, unlike my guys, we got 213 kills, 157, etc. So, yep, that was fun. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this bit of... Oops. Go away! Go away! Okay, never mind. I hope you've enjoyed a bit of this Shogun 2 Fall of the Samurai multiplayer stuff. After this, I will either do some more Shogun 2, or I will do something else. Don't know which I'm going to do. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this. Please do comment, rate, subscribe, and tell me if you want to see anything else. Next time, there will be some naval battles. I hope I've got 2 or 3 already lined up. And, yeah, so I will see you next time. This is German Eagle signing out. See you later. Bye.